Hi guys, Grandma Teri here. We're going to read a Garfield story today. It's called Garfield Learns About Fire Safety. Where's the fire? Garfield was created by Jim Davis. The story is by Mark Acey, and the book was illustrated by Paws Incorporated. Woo! Sirens wailed in the distance. John sprang from his chair and rushed to the window. Garfield, Odie, come quick, he yelled. Fire engines are headed this way. They all scurried outside to see what was happening. Look, said John, there's smoke coming from that empty garage at the end of the street. Thank goodness, said Garfield, sighing. For a moment, I thought the pizza parlor was burning down. John, Garfield, and Odie watched the firefighters at work. First, they connected their hoses to a hydrant near the corner. Then they began drenching the flames with a steady stream of water. At last, the blaze was extinguished. Extinguished means put out. I wonder what caused the fire, said John. Probably some dumb dog trying to barbecue his bone, cracked Garfield as he glanced mischievously toward Odie. I think I'll ask one of the firefighters, added John. Excuse me, sir, could you tell me how the fire started? Asked John. Same old story, replied the firefighter. Children playing with matches. Luckily, no one was hurt. The sad thing is that most of these disasters can be avoided. People just need to be more aware of fire safety. Thanks, said John. I'll remember that. When John, Garfield, and Odie returned home, John seemed lost in his own little world. He began sniffing and snooping his way around the house, often prowling around on his hands and knees. Look, Odie, remarked Garfield, John thinks he's a cat hunting mice, something I personally would never do. Well, guys, said John, I just finished inspecting the house and we've got a lot of work to do. I don't know what he's talking about, said Garfield to Odie, but I sure don't like the sound of it. Our goal, declared John, is to make our home safe from fire. That means eliminating fire hazards, installing safety devices, and learning safety procedures. It's up to us. Only we can prevent fires. Great, muttered Garfield. Now John thinks he's Smokey the Bear. Okay, men, barked John, the fire marshal. Here's the plan. Odie, you take the basement, gather up the empty boxes and old newspapers. Garfield, you tackle the attic. Haul out that junk pile, the broken lamp, the tattered quilt. You mean your nightlight and security blanket? Said Garfield with a snicker. I'm off to the hardware store to buy smoke alarms and a new extension cord to replace the old worn one. You have your assignments. Let's get to work. Odie did his duty gladly. Garfield did his duty badly. Later, John returned from the hardware store and installed the smoke alarms. They're all hooked up, he said with a smile. I feel better already. Me too, said Garfield. Now I can get back to my real work, eating and napping. Of course, we still need to practice what to do in case of an alarm goes off and there's a fire, added John. Don't tell me we're going to have a fire drill, groaned Garfield. We're going to have a fire drill, said John. I asked you not to tell me that. Garfield, Odie, pay close attention, said John. Here's what you need to know in case of fire. B-O-R-I-N-G, boring. exclaimed Garfield. "That's stuff for nerds." "First, we will practice safe ways to get out of the house," said John. "That's my cue," said Garfield. "I'm out of here." And with that, Garfield took off. "Garfield!" screamed John. "You get back here. This is important." But it was useless. Garfield was gone. That night, while everyone was sleeping, a shrill noise pierced the air. "Ugh," moaned Garfield as he groggily swiped at his alarm clock. "Where's that snooze button? I need 5 more minutes." But the blaring sound continued. Finally, Garfield realized what it was. "It's the smoke alarm," he cried. "The house is on fire." Garfield raced madly around the house, ricocheting from room to room. "What'll I do? What'll I do?" he shouted. Then he realized it was the smoke alarm outside John's bedroom. "Oh, no," cried Garfield. "The fire must be in John's bedroom. I've got to save him." Garfield rushed outside and grabbed the garden hose. He saw Odie standing on the sidewalk right where John had instructed him to go in case of a fire. "Odie, come on," urged Garfield. "We've got to rescue John." But Odie remembered what John had told him. Never go back into a building if it's on fire. Without waiting for Odie, Garfield dragged the garden hose inside the house. Kicking open John's bedroom door, Garfield began spraying water all around the room. And all over John. "Garfield, what are you doing?" "There's a fire." "No. Where's the fire?" asked Garfield in surprise. "You crazy cat," sputtered a soaking wet John. "I set off the alarm on purpose. I know you didn't know what to do because you didn't listen earlier. If there had been a real fire, you would have been in real trouble." "You're right, John," admitted Garfield, "even if you're all wet." The next day, John gave Garfield and Odie another lesson in fire safety. He taught them how to crawl on the floor to avoid smoke. He also told them that a door will feel hot if there's fire on the other side. Don't open it. "Are you paying attention this time, Garfield?" asked John. "You bet," replied Garfield. "When it comes to learning safety tips, you don't need to light a fire under me." The end of the story. So this is all about fire safety. Everyone should learn from Garfield's mistake and make sure they know basic fire safety rules. Here are some helpful tips from the fire department. The family escape plan. With your family, discuss the best fire escape plan for your house. Draw a plan and keep a copy in every bedroom. The plan should show the location of smoke detectors, a normal escape route, which is the front door, an emergency escape route, window or fire escape or back door, and a central meeting place outside the house. If a window is to be used for escape, make sure the person who might have to use it can reach and unlock the window, remove the screen and or storm window, and get to the ground safely. Have family fire drills once a month to practice. Make sure everyone knows where the central meeting place is. Choose someone to call the fire department from a neighbor's house. Keep a whistle near your bed to signal other family members if you are the first to discover a fire. What to do in case of a fire. Stay calm. Stay low. Crawl on the floor to avoid smoke. Feel the doors and doorknobs before opening them. If a door is hot, do not open it. Use an emergency exit. Wake up other family members with your whistle. Follow the normal or emergency escape route. Notify the fire department from a neighbor's house. Go to your family's central meeting place. And never, for any reason, return to a burning building. Okay, so guys, you know now what to do to keep safe in case there's a fire. This is Grandma Teri saying, love you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.